day.
If you were, obviously, so we can stay in compliance, if you were to be a recruiter for WC's offensive line, what would your selling points be?
Look at the success that we've had over the years. Look at how guys like me who have come in really light and like have trusted the process have become like looking like real offensive linemen. Having great coaches like Coach Miller to like teach them the technique that they need to be or they need to have success.
Going back to what Theo said too, just playing with Andre this year, he's a tackle as well. Just what's been the biggest impact that he's made on your own individual growth as an offensive tackle this year?
Well, I mean, you learn through you learn through watching, you learn through experience. Watching Andre and his fundamentally sound technique, it really can help you learn a lot. Especially when I came in, he was the guy who hosted me, and my Coach McGuire when he was here was saying, watch him, see if you can learn anything from him. I've definitely learned a lot from him, especially since we're apparently pretty similar.
It's pretty unbelievable to look at the numbers and seeing that you guys have given up just 11 sacks compared to 44 last year and probably throwing the ball a little bit more this year than you did last year.
You say it was humbling?
Yeah, is it unbelievable? Is it kind of stunning to look at the numbers and see that?
I mean, personally, I try not to look at numbers just because it's a little bit of a distraction during the season. But, of course I've heard about it. And that's just, like I said, motivation to keep it going, do the same thing next year with less sacks, and that's also a great driving factor for us as an offensive unit because it's something we hold, in the highest amount of pride.
Do you have any general thoughts of how practice went today?
It felt good to get back into the swing of things. I mean, the last week has been kind of weird, just coming back from a week off but yeah, I think we're overall doing pretty well, in a good place.
Do you think the team is now more focusing on Iowa State than last week?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both practices are kind of funny, because you split them up, you give the young guys reps and such like that. But now we're like really, we're leaving next Sunday, right? I mean, it's just kind of crept up on us super fast. So, yeah, just gonna stay locked in and just get ready for that game.
A few of the guys that we talked to last week said that you guys had kind of taken an extra week off from the conditioning and strength training compared to last year. You guys got into it a little bit sooner after the Apple Cup. Do you think that's kind of paid dividends, and do you guys feel a little bit fresher? I know you didn't play in the game last year, but do you think it's paid off?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Coach Brown with his first year as head strength coach, I think he's just trying out a lot of new things. I can't speak for him necessarily. This is just what I've seen. But yeah, I think everybody's loved it, and it's paying off for us so far.
Both practices do involve that split between the younger guys and the older guys, even though you're starting to shift your focus toward Iowa State now. Has Coach Miller talked to you at all, either currently or in previous practices, about your plan for next year as well too, like whether you're going to stay at right tackle, maybe move to left tackle, anything along those lines?
No, nothing. I mean, I think like us, we really want to get this 11th win, and make school history. So all of our focus is geared towards that.
Go ahead.
I'm curious, who designed that shirt that you have on?
I have no idea, actually. I just know that this is Cody and this is Cole Madison. I don't know who this is, but this was this is a shirt I got last year when I was a freshman. So,
any idea where the Goon Squad moniker comes from?
I really don't know. To be honest, I wish we had a name that sounded a little bit cooler, but don't tell the other linemen, I should, because they would hate me for it. But yeah, you see Goon Squad, you think O-line, I guess. So
Has that number 11 wins, the most in school history, has that become a real point of conversation between you guys in the locker room, the coaches, and kind of understanding what you have a chance to do here?
Yeah, it's just another game. The bowl game, it's another game just like regular season, but there's a lot of riding on it. But you can't get too focused on that, or else you'll lose sight of the goal, which is just to win the game. But everybody's got it in the back of their minds.